2 Saturdays ago, I was working on something, because I don't mean to be maudlin anyway, I'm going to dedicate tonight, seriously, to Bob Monkhouse. He was a dear friend and a great inspiration to me over all these years, And, but it did question me. I was thinking, well, how long have I got? Well, it's a fair question, isn't it? And, because I'm getting on, there's no two ways about it. I mean, when you're 18, you think that anybody over 40 just plays dominoes and smells a Vic. And when you turn 40, someone comes in the night and nicks your dress sense. When you hit 40, you find yourself just walking past Littlewoods. And just momentarily staring at the menswear. You're thinking, nice cardi. And then when you're 40, you start to wear slippers. Not ordinary slippers, but those tartan zip-up booty ones. With the bobble on each foot, And as you get old, you can wear anything you like, tea cozies, loft insulation. And you don't have to queue anymore, you just walk straight to the front and you go, hey, old. And I thought, well, hang on. I worked it out. I thought, well, given a fair wind, give or take a few years, say 25 years left to live. 25 years left to live. And then I did some mathematics, and I realised that is 9,000 days. Now, that doesn't sound long, does it? 9,000 days to live. And then I thought, hang on a minute, what's living? I mean, for a start, you're going to be asleep for probably at least a third of that. There's 3,000 plus days. Then you've got to go to work. That ain't living, is it? There's another 3,000. I thought, blimey, I've got less than 3,000 days left to live. And then I thought, no, hang on. What about all the time you waste, looking for key fobs and God knows what? And Sundays are a waste of time. I mean, you do sod all on a Sunday, don't you? You get up in the morning with a bloody great hangover from the night before. You stagger down to the pub for the hair of the dog, and by the time you've drank the equivalent of a Dual-X paint dog, you're staggering back home again to fall asleep. And you wake up just in time to see the Antiques Roadshow. And that brushes you off because you realise you're older than most of the stuff they're trying to evaluate. And there's 1,200 Sundays, And then I thought, well, hang on, driving, you've got to drive. What's that? What, 2 hours a day? Well, 4 if you live in Redditch. And then I thought of all the other bodily functions. You've got to go to the toilet. I don't want to get too crude about it, but what's that? Actually, 2-3 minutes a time, 6 times a day. I thought, blimey, that's 3 months on the bog. I'll be Britain's answer to David Blaine. No eggs, please, no eggs, and certainly no golf balls. And I thought, I worked it out. I've got 15 days left to live. I thought, no, sex. You've got to have sex. What's that? 12 seconds a week? All right, forget the foreplay. 9 seconds a week for 25 years, that's 24 hours of solid orgasm. Blimey, what a day that's going to be. God's got a sense of humour with his ratios, hasn't he? 1 full day of carnal knowledge and 3 months on the bog. And I thought, blimey, I've got 14 days left to live. And people say to me, how committed are you to this city? And I say, how committed am I to this city? I've got 14 days left to live. I'm going to spend the entire time entertaining brummies. That is the end. Thank you. Good night, Rob.